sweet. All right, welcome back to the DMG Third and Wrong podcast. My name is Dylan. We got Mikey and Gage here, and we're pumped to talk about what happened this week in the NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Mikey?
I'm good. Dylan, how are you?
Oh, just relaxing, chilling,
Looks
having
like
a good
it.
week.
Looks like it.
Gage?
It was
how's
great,
your
dude.
week?
All of our teams went undefeated this week. Let's go. 3-0.
Yeah.
Dominated the bye.
Can't beat that.
You're a Ravens fan this week then, or what's going on?
There we go. I don't know why that turned off. No, dominated the bye. Beat it bad.
Yep.
1-0. On to
There
the
you
next
go.
week. 1-0 this week. Should be good. Head out.
Yeah, no losses taken this week.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's how we
And
like
then the
to keep
team
it.
that needed to lose lost.
Yep.
No, it should be good. Waking up here, it's what, 8 o'clock? Got to get up at 3:30 in the morning. Oh, Big Ben getting mad. Tomlin cussing him out. Got to get up at 3:30 in the morning and fly into Cleveland. Get to watch that Browns-Ravens game. Should be fun.
It'll be a good game.
Yes,
Oh, yeah. So, real quick, so one thing that we're excited about, we're going to start this next week, is we're introducing a new segment where we're going to play off the name Third and Wrong. It's going to be the first, and I told you so, second, and that's reaching, and third and wrong. So basically, first, like I told you so, something from last week that you called or something like that.
The Lions
Second.
winning. The Lions winning. I told you so.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Second, and that's reaching is like, okay, that's not a good take. That's a bad hot take or something like that. And then third and wrong, obviously, we get things wrong every week. So
Oh, yeah.
we're just gonna go over what everyone else called wrong. But
a
this week
quick
we're gonna
one.
do the same.
I told you guys that the Chargers were going to win.
That's true.
And then I also told you guys that the Bengals aren't elite. And I'm not wrong about anything, so let's just move on.
Keep that same energy next week, buddy.
So
I will when I extend my lead on you guys in the picks.
She.
So next week, stay tuned for exactly that. We're going to get pretty hardcore into all that kind of stuff there.
Yep.
But just want to be a little preview of what's coming up. We got a lot of stuff working on, but if you can give us a like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, it helps us out.
Oh, yeah.
Keeps us going.
Hit the thumb right here.
Perfect.
Should be about right there.
You are so white, Mike. Jeez.
Well, it's my ring light on my camera. So
Yeah,
I
I'm sure.
get that close.
You need to put a flash warning on that one, buddy.
Sorry for my pale ghosty skin.
Man, Big Ben looking bad right now.
All right. Dylan.
Watch out, women of Minnesota.
Hey, chill out. Dylan, how'd the Colts go? How'd they do?
Honestly, it was pretty exciting to watch. I mean, Kenny Moore, I think, is a top 10 quarterback. I think I can prove that with stats. He's top 10. And go look at any important category. Kenny Moore's in the top 10 of any important category. And, defense showed out. That was really the biggest thing. I honestly, the offense could have played better. Like, they could have done more. But can't go wrong with a shutout on the road. So
Yep.
I think overall, the cornerbacks have gotten a lot more healthy, so that's really helped us out with shutting down wide receivers. Obviously, it's the Texans, so you got to take that into account. It's not saying too much, but still, a 0 in the NFL is a 0. So gotta love it. I think really the biggest thing is Ashton Dullin's coming on as a wide receiver. He scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. One of the long touchdowns against the Buccaneers defense, and then a really clean, really smooth goal line toe tap that if it was any other wide receiver, sorry, my computer is my light right now. If it was any other wide receiver in the NFL, it would have been on ESPN, SportsCenter, everywhere. But Ashton Dulins our gunner on special teams, so not going to get a lot of coverage there. But overall, I thought the Colts did good. They get a bye, and then they get to go slaughter the Patriots back in Indianapolis and get ready for the playoffs.
Wow. I don't know. We might be saving that for next week for That's Reaching.
Yeah. We'll see. I think that's going to be on I Told You So. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
How did you feel about your Patriots, though?
Dude, that was a boring game to watch for the first 3 quarters, I think.
You mean for the first 3 quarters? All 4?
No, the fourth got more interesting because the Bills actually started throwing and trying, and it was getting a little bit heated near the end there. But, that was a good win. We needed to win that one. Obviously, the Bills are in a division. We're both fighting for first, and it kind of sucks that was kind of the game that was played, but those are the conditions that it was played in. So it came down to who can run the ball the best, and obviously the Patriots do a very, very good job at running the ball. And I think we just showed up and we were ready to play better than the Bills were for that kind of situation.
One of those games that you take it, you like the W,
yeah,
and you throw that crap out the window and
yeah,
move on to the next week because that game doesn't matter.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty win, but I mean,
not much you can do.
Yeah, not much you can do under 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and kickers can't even kick 34-yard field goals going one direction on the field. And
Tell me this isn't the biggest middle finger to me this year in fantasy. I'll be getting screwed all year long, right? Like I'll have Nick Chubb go out, and then I'll have Lamar, eat too much freaking shrimp Alfredo, so then he doesn't play a game. Like it's just like nonstop crap, and then you get J.D. McKissick that puts up like 30 points against me, so I lose. Like just crap like that. I need 6 points from my kicker, 6 from Tyler Bass. And then he has to go play in that freaking tornado, hurricane weather. Like that's just like fantasy, just saying like you're not making the playoffs. Suck it.
It also didn't help when Nick Folk got like 20 points again when you played me, and then the Patriots defense also got like 22 points against you, and I had the whole Patriots line up.
Because we're in the same division, we played twice.
Yeah,
you beat me both times because your defense got over 20 points in both games. Like what is going on?
Did I have the Patriots defense in that first game too?
Yeah, no, you had Arizona's defense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. But it's all right. In our money league, I'm probably going to end up winning it. So
yeah, I don't think I can make playoffs, but that's okay. There's always next year.
Weekly recap.
Yep.
I was going to say real quick.
Oh, yeah, go ahead,
it would have been on I Told You So, but I said basically verbatim that I chose the Patriots because it's going to come down to running the ball.
That is true. You did say that. I remember that. That is true.
So I said that verbatim, essentially. I didn't predict the weather. That would have changed everything. But I was right on that one at least.
Yep.
Well, speaking of like what's right or wrong, let me pull it up. We actually had a really good week last week all together. Let me pull
because we all picked the same picks.
Yeah,
pretty much.
For the first 8.
Yeah. So, starting it off, I mean, now that we recapped our teams, we had like the first game was Dallas in New Orleans.
Yep.
I'll pick Dallas. I don't understand why Taysom Hill hasn't been starting over Trevor Siemian in the first place.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like Hill had like a brilliant game or anything. He threw 4 picks.
Yeah.
But at least they were like, they had life.
I think he adds that extra level to it because he is so mobile and can add, and he can extend the plays and like he just adds that extra level, and then they can use him to run the ball and a whole bunch of other different things.
One thing real quick on that is, I think the reason why is because Taysom Hill had a concussion when Jameis Winston went down.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So he would have started. And then the other thing, too, just about Taysom Hill, Obviously, he's not a pinpoint. He's not Drew Brees, and I don't think anyone was expecting him to. But like all but like one of those interceptions were interceptions where like any given day those would have been incompletions or something like that. So I
Yeah,
mean,
just
not
missing
good.
it.
Yeah, I mean having four just total that just means something's wrong. But I he's the best option for what they have. They're not doing anything this year, but going forward, like he really has to change something to warrant being there and getting paid that much.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't. You
Yeah.
can't pay a non-quarterback top quarterback money. It just doesn't make sense.
Well,
Like I
the contract is it's a variable contract. It depends on his snaps and everything.
right, but he'll end up probably getting like 35 a year, right? Like if he plays
No,
quarterback, like for
if
the
he plays
cap,
quarterback,
right?
that's because you're paying for your quarterback. But
Right.
if he's not, then he's getting like 10 million a year, I think, or something like that.
That's still like top wide receiver money.
I mean, he's a really good running back. He puts the
Uh,
ball in the end zone.
yeah. I
Like
don't know. That's the
I
most
get it.
expensive gadget player I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, for sure, for sure.
The next one we all got right was Indianapolis. Kind of went over that one.
Yep.
I guess I'll let Michael talk about the next since it's his I told you so
Lion.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say? Jared Goff's gonna squeak it out, like he always does. That's not true, but I did say Lions by 1. They won by 2. Jared Goff, last second TD in the end zone.
Which I'm proud of the Lake Erie Bros. You know, it's always good when somebody in the 3 can get a win.
Yep.
Which for you guys that don't know, it's the Lake Erie Bros or the Lake Erie Bros of Misery of Detroit, Cleveland, and Buffalo all share the same lake.
You mean the Lions?
They all sucked forever.
Wait, the Bills? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Buffalo.
sorry.
You know, so
Yeah.
kind of form like a friendship between the 3 fan bases. So it's always good when they get a win. Minnesota had probably the worst defense I've seen in a while on that drive. I don't know why you're guarding the toe drag swag out of the back of the end zone instead of guarding, the actual end zone on a quarterback that only wants to throw checkdowns. I don't. Hey, whatever. It's about as mind-boggling as Williams' call against the Raiders last year with the Jets, where he decided to run cover 0 and put a rookie out on corner on Henry Ruggs. Not even their best corner, a rookie. But
Yeah, that one was pretty head scratching. But no, I think Jared Goff, like honestly, he looked very good on
looked
that
good,
drive.
yeah.
It could be that
Mhm.
like they were just playing way too safe, and I think that gives merit. But like they still had like what 12 plays and a minute 40 seconds, got all the way down the field from like the 20-yard line or something like that,
Yeah,
or
they took a touchback.
yeah, they took a touchback.
Yeah, they
So
kicked it out of the back of the end zone.
I mean, they managed that so well. Like the players and everything were all online. All it took was one mistake there to lose the game. And usually the Lions in the past make that mistake, but they took everything. Like they played good football there. So I don't think they can really put up any more wins. They have a tough schedule, but like
Yeah.
I think that shows that they are at least well coached. They just don't have the talent.
Yeah. Well, they have the most talent deficient team in the NFL.
Oh yeah,
That's by far,
100%.
yeah, not even close. Um, Moving on to the next game, a real, like just a brilliant game of football of Miami versus the Giants.
Oof.
I actually did watch that one.
I don't know.
That was mind-numbing. It was just mind-numbing. It really was. Tua's good. He's getting better. But really, there's like nothing really positive to say offensively about that game. It was just like a defensive game, and it's not really like a defensive game where, the team's just playing like lights out. It was just the offenses were playing so piss poor that it made it a defensive game. It was not a fun game to watch at all. Waddle is legit.
Yes, he is.
Waddle is legit. Saquon is done.
For the year, or just like done forever?
Done on the Giants. If he
That
stays on
that
the
one
Giants, he will be done.
that 360 hurdle was pretty great.
That's
He
great. What
kind
did
of
he end up with? Like 40 yards?
he needs
55.
to take the Leonard Fournette route. He talented. I don't think he's a workhorse anymore, but still talented. He can still produce on a quality team. But
I wouldn't say
he,
he's like the Derrick Rose because Derrick Rose was significantly better.
oh yeah,
But I mean, kind of like that, just an incredible athleticism
it's
and
just
one
the what
injury,
if.
and you can just tell is
Yeah.
dropped. Next one is Tampa versus Atlanta. I'll just actually go on the run because we got all like 5 of these right. So we all
Yep.
picked Miami, then we all picked Tampa over Atlanta, then we all picked Kansas City over Denver, then we all picked Philly over the Jets, and then we also all picked the Cardinals over Chicago.
Good
Tom
run there.
Brady, yeah, everyone. What did he throw? 4 touchdowns again in the
Yeah,
game,
probably.
leading the league in touchdowns and yards now. Is it?
Yeah, I think he leads the
I know
NFL
he
in
leads
like
in
every
touchdowns.
quarterback category almost.
Yeah, Chris Godwin had 15 catches, which is unreal right now.
You know, Leonard Fournette
Yeah.
put up a crazy good week for me again, and then it didn't matter
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, Godwin had 17 targets, 15 catches for 143 yards.
Yeah, he's basically an extension to the run game. Have you noticed? They do a lot of like 1-2 yard routes with him, and I don't
yes.
want to say like wide receiver screens because they're not bringing and pulling people out to block. They're just putting out twins or trips on one side and then quickly throwing it and going. But people are giving them like too much respect. They're playing too far off just because of what they're able to do. So then they're just running the ball basically with their receivers.
Yeah.
And then, Gronk doing Gronk things, catching only touchdowns.
Tutties. Two
It's crazy. You can take
tutties.
like a year and a half off,
Yeah.
and he didn't take care of his body. You know that dude was just out partying
Oh, yeah.
at the time of his life, and he comes back and he can still dominate in the NFL. It's crazy. Denver versus Kansas City.
Big yikeser for the Broncos there.
Dude, Kansas City, I don't like it bothers me because once they get in the playoffs, they're going to be a threat and they're probably going to end up going to the championship game, right?
Yeah.
Championship, be a contender for that. But they win ugly games. Like
They
they do
do.
not play great.
No.
And yet they've been getting these like wins that are barely, and you know what? It shouldn't matter. It's the NFL. You get a win, that's all
Yeah.
this week. I guess.
Win's a win.
The thing, though, is that this reminds me of, I think it's Mahomes' sophomore, but like his redshirt rookie year when, huh?
Isn't it his third year?
No, this reminds me of his
Oh,
redshirt rookie year where he looked amazing. He won MVP, but they oh, who they lose to? They lost to the Patriots that year.
Yep, in the 2018 AFC Championship game in
Yeah,
KC.
Mikey was
I
there.
I was
in
at
Kansas
that. I was
City
at that
wearing his
game.
Patriots stuff.
Yeah.
so that
Dude
this
almost
team
died.
reminds me more of that one, and I think they're going to be similar to what you were saying, where well, they look better in the regular season, but I think that their run is going to be similar, where they're good, but I think there's enough weaknesses in Kansas City that they're not a favorite in the playoffs anymore.
Yeah. I think their defense carried them that game a little bit there. Because, I mean, Patrick Mahomes went 15 for 29 for 184 yards, 0 TDs, and 1 interception.
Teddy Bridgewater carried that game for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
But when you make Sorensen look good,
Yeah.
yeah. Then speaking of looking good, Daddy Gardner Minshew out there.
Yeah.
How'd you
Laying
watch?
down the law.
Yeah, they're gonna bring
Here's
out
what
Jim,
happens when you have
a
a
quarterback.
quarterback that can throw. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how those receivers probably felt after the game. Like, man, this is what targets are.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, dude,
Miles Sanders is like, wait,
yeah. Miles Sanders got like 24 carries.
and
Yep.
you know what? He should be getting that. I mean, the dude
Yeah,
is their best offensive player, and they like here they'll designate a run play, but it's a pass run option, and Hurts will take it for 2 yards instead. Like, dude, give it to the running back, bro, please. Not because I have him on fantasy or anything,
So,
but feed Sanders, yeah.
yeah.
Gardner Minshew's good. I don't know how. Just because you don't have a big enough sample size, I don't know how he would be if he was like a full starter.
Yeah, though.
Yeah, but it was on the Jags, so that's a lot different. Like you don't really know competitive. Like could
Yeah.
he lead an actual competitive team?
But on
Or
the
is he just
Jags,
a
he
really
did the
good
same
backup?
exact thing. On the Jags, he went like he would go games where he'd go 24 for 28 for 210 yards, and that's him every single week. Is 24 for 28 and 210 yards. Like he's not someone that stretches the field. He's not someone that just bombs something down. He's efficient. He moves the chains. I'm not saying that that's bad, but like he's exactly who he's been for the last 3 years.
Put it this
Like
way:
he hasn't changed at all. Like we have enough sample.
put him on Denver. Does Denver
He'll
win that
go
game
24 for
against Kansas
28
City
for 210 yards. He's
and two
going to do
touchdowns
that everywhere he goes because he
and
just
two touchdowns?
well, dude, he will only throw for like tops 20 yards at least in the air, and then sometimes he'll throw one deep. But Gardner Minshew is the same that he's always been. He's efficient. He's Kirk Cousins. What everyone thinks Kirk Cousins is.
That's a fair. Not the Garner Minshew comparison, but the comparison of Kirk Cousins, what everyone thinks he is and what he actually is. That's fair.
Yes.
Another snooze fest. Surprisingly, Arizona versus Chicago.
Yeah.
Arizona looked bad, and the Bears looked much, 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 much worse.
Yeah, Kyler only threw the ball 15 times.
Yeah, they didn't really need to throw it though. Like they were like walking to the end zone basically,
Yeah.
and then they kind of like stopped after they went up a little bit. I don't know. It's the first week back for Nuke. First week back for Kyler. I don't know why I just spaced. The Bears are always have a good defense. I don't know. I wouldn't take too much into that. Getting your feet under. Played in pouring rain that week. I'm not too worried.
Yeah, no, I'm not too worried about them. They're going to be them, the Packers, and the
Buccaneers.
Buccaneers. Yes, and the Buccaneers are going to be. They're going to be. It's going to be a good playoff right there.
Which, by the way, the Cleveland Browns are going to win the Super Bowl, but really, it's going to be the Green Bay Packers. That's my call right now. The Green Bay Packers will win the Super Bowl.
That's a hot take right there.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. They got a better defense than they've had before, so
It's
that's
a
possible.
very good defense now.
And they're getting Jair back, so
Oh, yeah.
I think that's going to help them quite a bit.
Yeah, I think he comes back just in time to play the Browns. So good for
There
him.
you go. But you guys have better cornerbacks than they do actually now.
The Browns?
Yeah. Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome are better than Jair and whatever else they have.
Eric Stokes.
Stokes.
Yeah, Eric Stokes is fine, but I think those two cornerbacks are better than the Packers.
Maybe individual talent, but it's all scheming in the way they run their defenses.
True.
But then the big game of the week that everyone was excited about, Chargers versus the Bengals.
Yeah, that was a light show.
Yeah.
On one side.
So Dylan and Mikey picked up Cincinnati,
Womp womp.
and I picked up the Chargers. I took in my my go-to this year for the AFC games. if they had a great week the week prior, they're gonna have a stinker the next week. And if you had a stinker the next week, they're gonna play great the week after. I don't get why the teams are doing it, but that's how they're doing it. It's quite funny how everything on all those talk shows all of a sudden about the Bengals just had nothing to say after the kind of like shoved that game off. They didn't really talk about it. It sounded like a bunch of morons.
They're still elite, bro.
Because they wallop the Steelers as a look over to the TV, and they're getting just utterly destroyed right now, 23-0, and they just had a false start on 3rd and 7. Jeez. The Steelers are not good. I don't know how they win games.
You can't script it any better than that.
Man. Yeah, I just don't get it. Like the Bengals were just like embarrassingly dad spanked, like bent over Baker's knee and spanked by the Browns. And the Browns just like people just like thrashing on the Browns, right? They just literally got destroyed. And then they beat the Steelers. Like what makes them like a top playoff contender? They're a young team that has holes and problems, but a lot of good talent. I'm sorry, but like the Chargers are inconsistent, but that's a playoff team as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an ugly game, though. It was an ugly game, and hopefully
It was
Herbert,
kind of all over the place.
not Herbert. Hopefully Burrow's finger is not too bad.
What's the next one?
Vegas versus Washington.
Wah, wah.
I have on that one the Raiders.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yes.
was picked Washington.
Yep.
Yeah, I had
pick
a good week. Yeah, I did. I had a good week. I only missed on Minnesota, which I want to pick Detroit. It's just not smart to pick Detroit.
Never is.
And then I picked San Fran, which I really didn't want to do, but I did because they're the better team. But it bit me. But we'll get to that. Dude, NFC East football is some of the most just boring football to watch. Yeah, it's so ugly. I don't get it. But they're playing good. I mean, they're getting wins towards the end of the year.
Yeah, well, it's you have three just really just not great teams with the Eagles, the Giants, the Redskins. They all have decent defenses.
Whoa. Hey. Washington
Oh.
football team over there,
The
bud.
football team, sorry. Anyways, the Cowboys are the only ones that have anything, and they have both a good offense and a good defense.
And that just depends on the week, too. Like, they kind of just show up whenever half the time.
Yeah, but they've also been quite injured on and off this year, so you can chalk it up there.
Yeah. Who hasn't, though? I mean, at this point of the year. I feel like this year especially. Dude, everyone's getting hurt.
Yeah.
Well, bye week is coming for us at the best time, so.
Same, dude. After that freaking Baltimore freaking fiasco, they needed that week off of football.
Dude, Baltimore is looking like a team that is just getting exposed left and right now.
They've looked like this all year, though. They literally
the big
pull like circus out of my butt wins constantly, and then they talk about how great they are. I mean, they lost to the Lions. People will say they won. They literally had a delay of game, which is funny. Like if you watch like the last couple of weeks, they've been calling delay of games like as soon as it happens, as soon as it hits 0. But like earlier, like they legitimately hit 0 and had like another like 3 seconds before.
What just happened?
Jeez, Mike, get it together.
They called the
Sorry.
third down.
I don't know what just happened.
Is that Aaron Rodgers laying down?
Yeah, get slept. I found that when Tom Brady knocked him out of the NFC Championship last year.
You mean the refs? We're not going to get into that.
But yeah, the Ravens have been getting blitzed left and right last two weeks, and I mean that's probably what they're working on for their bye week. But I mean the Ravens have been a little bit more exposed than they have been before.
I mean, it's not like it's like a bad thing on the Ravens. Like they're extremely hurt, and that was before the season even started, right? and now they're getting worse. And they just lost Marlon Humphrey
Yeah.
for the season. So I mean, I don't know. We'll get to that later. Let's quickly run through the rest. The Jags versus the Rams. Don't really need to run through that game too much. Van Jefferson is the number 2, not Odell.
Yep.
Odell's getting to the end zone a couple times now. That's good to see, I guess. Good for him.
Yeah, if you like that kind of
Van
thing.
Jefferson's really getting the love there. What'd you say?
I said if you like that kind of thing.
I would have liked it if when he said he just decided to bring out brick hands every time, but
Yeah.
the point.
It was Baker's fault.
That was Baker's
fault.
Oh yeah, it must have been Baker. He threw the ball too hard to his hands.
Baker's throwing bricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take some heat off it, bro.
Did you guys even break down the footballs? You guys didn't even wear them out. Like, how is he supposed to catch footballs?
You guys got to pull the Patriots and deflate them a little bit. Jeez. Come on now.
But we all got that one right. We all picked the Rams. Next week was Baltimore and Pittsburgh. Dylan and I are the only ones that picked Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
I mean, it's a poop show. You never know what that. You just go. If there's an AFC North game, take away everything you've seen throughout the season, because it just matters about that one game, because they'll play completely different. You know, you'll have the Steelers who literally can't do anything on offense, and then they'll be amazing. Or like their defense that was amazing all year, then they won't be good. That just is so weird.
I feel like it's like that for a lot of divisional games.
Yeah, who knew that the team that you play a couple times a year, every year,
Yeah,
they kind of like to get on you. It's quite funny. Then the funny one, San Francisco versus Seattle. My dad's actually a huge Niners fan. My little brother is a Seahawks fan, and my brother he's at that age where they just likes like annoying and like picking at you, right? So I came home last night from school, and my little brother's like picking on my dad. He's like, "Dude, the Niners suck. The Niners suck." And my dad's like, "Who's going to be in the playoffs?" My brother pulls up a stat, and since like 2012 or 6 or something, one of those. But like the Niners are like 4 and whatever to the Seahawks. Like they just can't beat the Seahawks. I think it's been since like Russell Wilson has been on the Seahawks. Like they're 4 and whatever number, like 20 or something. Yeah. They can't get over that hump.
They just can't get over Russell Wilson.
Say it again, Dill.
Who picked the Seahawks then?
No one.
Yeah, we all picked the Niners.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's funny because I think if you go back and watch, I literally mentioned, we all were like, who's going to win? San Fran, like real quick.
All right, move on.
Like, it is Russell Wilson. He is the Niner killer. Yeah, that's true. San Fran. And then we already went over the poop game of Monday Night Football. I mean, we just get blessed with these awful primetime games, don't we?
Poop game? Only because the weather made it a poop game.
That's still a poop game to watch.
Shut up.
You still put that product out for everyone to see. Hey, look at this goalpost. It's moving like 5 feet every second.
I think it's going to come out of the ground.
That's the highlight.
Yeah.
Matt Judon put it pretty well after the game. Felt like the Patriots defense played very well.
Yeah, I know exactly
everyone on the offense played well except for Mac Jones.
I like how people are like, oh, he's joking. The dude seemed dead serious. I think he was just being honest. Like, everyone played well. I mean, Mac Jones just handed the ball off. He didn't really do anything.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's funny, though. It's
it's comical.
Way to joke. And, yeah. No, but, I mean, Belichick knows there's no point in throwing 50-50 balls on slants and stuff like that. So
he's got his entire playbook the next time they play in a couple weeks. Literally the exact same game plan that he wanted before. He can run out there because they didn't get to see any of it. Yeah. And they won the game, so.
Yeah, so the Bills are in a really, really unfortunate circumstance right now because they're not going to outpace the Patriots to the playoffs, so they're going to have to be a wild card. And
won't they take over if they win, though?
I don't think they're going to
Would they
outpace
play
the
again?
Patriots.
Yeah, we play again, and we play the Bills again in 3 weeks.
16th? Yeah, week 16.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bills are going to. I don't think they're going to take the AFC East this year. I think the Patriots have a stranglehold on
Oh,
them.
that's what you mean.
Yeah. No, so what I'm saying though is like if the Bills go in as a wild card, they're playing at another location, and unless that's an indoor team, they're still not going to be able to run the ball. So I just sorry coughing, but I think the Bills are in a really weird spot because they can't really stop the run, they can't really run the ball, and they just lost Tre'Davious White as well, and they're having a very unfortunate season, and I think that it's going to make a few changes on their roster this next offseason. I think they're going to invest on both offensive line and defensive line as much as they can.
We need to get a running back.
You need an offensive line to create spaces because Brady, he's shown mercy. Huh?
They have an awful line.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need an offensive line to run the ball. You don't need a running back to run the ball.
No.
I also think it's funny how butthurt Sean McDermott was after the game, saying, "Don't give Bill Belichick credit for this win, blah, blah, blah. Was nothing special and this and that." It's like, bro, he just outcoached you.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you have to give him credit for the win. He planned for the game, and he won the game off of his game plan. That's called getting outcoached. Therefore, deserves credit.
All right, fine. Sean, you're right. He doesn't get credit for this one win. He'll just take his 6 Super Bowl wins and the last 25 years of dominating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take credit for those ones then.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Dude was super butthurt. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
A lot of weird flags too. A lot of weird missed flags too. It was quite the game.
It was a crapshoot.
Yeah, I don't get how that phantom late hit on Josh Allen is a thing, but that's okay.
That's called you touch a quarterback that makes big money in the NFL and is an NFL name.
Yeah.
You can't do that. That's a no-no.
As the dude's inbounds jumps in the air and Miles Bryant just gives him a little help to the ground kind of shove and extra 15. Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense.
I guess we kind of already moved on to like big news and injuries.
Yeah, we kind of
did. Continuing with that, I mean, the game's already going on, but Dalvin Cook is playing, obviously. So that was big news. Yeah. Unfortunately, the Seahawks got the win over the Niners. They lost rusher in Jamal Adams. So that's unfortunate.
Best in the nation.
Dude, they're gonna give the Jets such a nice pick for that too. It's so dumb. It's the dumbest. Like, I would say it's the dumbest trade because
no, it's pretty dumb, bro.
Yeah,
the Steelers got Micah Fitzpatrick for 1 first-round pick, and Mika's actually a good corner or safety.
Yeah. Well, the thing though is Jamal Adams isn't dumb. He's not. Yeah, but see, that's the thing is, you go and look what the Rams did with Jalen Ramsey. I think Adams fits that role very well. Just do that. I guess they have done that, but he doesn't belong anywhere unless he's within the first 10 yards of the offense or the scrimmage line.
It works for Ramsey because Ramsey can actually cover in every facet of the way, man to man. He can follow somebody. He can go zone. He can shut down an entire side of the field. When Jamal Adams is actually playing deep safety or playing in a zone, you throw it there because he can't get it. For some reason, he just doesn't understand it. And it's not like an unathletic ability. He can get places fast. He just is always, his positioning is just off.
Yeah. No, yeah, and that's what I was meaning is I feel like he can play the role that Jalen Ramsey does, where he's close to the line of scrimmage, that they call the star position. But yeah, like you're right. When it comes to zone, he doesn't belong in zone at all. He needs to be going after the quarterback.
Kind of like a Keanu Neal
Yes.
for the Falcons. There you go. Oh my gosh, Big Ben.
Well, Keanu Neal's on the Cowboys now.
I just turned my head for 1 second. I see an interception at Big Ben's pissy face walking to the sideline. Nothing brings me more joy.
He's done.
Um,
What other injuries?
David Njoku and a couple others were for the Browns were put on COVID lists. Keenan Allen is on the COVID protocol list. Adam Thielen is out.
Kyle Duggar was out this past week.
Yeah, he'll be back this week.
Which is weird because the Patriots posted and said that there were no Patriots out for the game.
I think he wasn't technically out. It was healthy screen.
Yeah.
Because he was back. He just got back.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of COVID list, we had Ryan Kelly on the COVID list this last week.
That's right.
And we had Danny Pinter step in, who I think is a second-year player. And he played very well, which I don't know if he will be moving to guard because we also have two really good guards. I think that opens up a really interesting trade piece if we're extremely confident in Ryan Kelly being there for a long time, because you have a really good center on 2 more years. I think that's a very good tradable piece for the Chris Ballard. He's going to get a lot of talk. I feel like he's really good.
What makes that offense elite? Because it's not elite right now. It's got a great run game and an iffy passing game. What change makes that elite?
For the Colts?
Yeah.
The change that makes it elite is basically T.Y. Hilton or Paris Campbell being healthy at any point. Because, obviously you got the run game, you got Michael Pittman, you got 3 really good tight ends that block, catch, and all that good stuff. Really the biggest thing is having other players to stretch the field, because if you can get, say, Paris Campbell, I know he is just injury after injury right now, but say you have Michael Pittman out at the 1, Paris Campbell moving all over the place, running motions and everything like that, and then you have another wide receiver that can find open zones, stuff like that, like a good slot receiver, essentially. Not like a Paris Campbell slot where he's more of just a gadget, run after the catch kind of guy, but like a Hunter Renfrow, where you can just find him anywhere on the field and get it to him, a Edelman or a Welker or Austin Collie kind of guy. Or, what's his face? Because I was just naming a whole bunch of white dudes. I don't want to make it like all just white dudes. But
Amendola, Renfrow?
Chris Hogan.
Gosh, no, Chris Hogan's not that though. Chris Hogan's an outside guy.
I thought we were just naming white players now. Troy Hapke.
People are gonna hate us, man. Not like
for you going out there and calling Washington by the wrong name. Dude,
I'm struggling today, man.
I just want to say this, that reminded me of this TikTok I saw. It's like this guy's like, who's your top 5 for basketball or whatever. He's like, all right, number 1, it's got to be Larry Bird. And then he's like, okay, well, yeah, I guess that's fair. And then he's like, who's your second? And he's like, Birdman, the white guy with all the tattoos that played for the Nuggets. And then then he like just keeps listing off all these white guys, and he's like, hold on a second. This has got to be racist. He's like, whoa, what are you talking about? He's like, your whole list is full of white people. He's like, no. Oh, no.
So I was going to say, though, is you got, like, Randall Cobb. Chris Godwin's a great slot receiver.
Jarvis Landry, when he's healthy.
Landry, exactly. So that's what I mean. That was really stereotypical on my
I
part.
knew
So
what you meant. I was just giving you a hard time.
oh yeah, but no, like I mean, if we have someone that's like a safety blanket and not necessarily a safety blanket of a throwing a 50-yarder or a 50-50 ball up in the air, like But no,
Wait,
actually, okay. One other point. I know I'm rambling. This isn't all cohesive, but um, the thing that brought the Eagles to the Super Bowl and brought them deep into the playoffs was Carson Wentz utilizing the RPO very, very well. We haven't really ran RPO up until the Buccaneers game. And if we can have the RPO moving, and we can just keep the ball moving, and that makes our offense essentially elite because that's what the Eagles did, and Nick Foles led them to the Super Bowl based off that alone too. So
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, jerk.
that's a
yeah, that was a great game.
great memory.
My brother is a huge Patriots fan. My other brother is a huge Eagles fan. And that was the worst group to watch a Super Bowl in ever. But like the biggest controversy that game was Brandon Cooks. And
Yeah.
as soon as that happened, my Patriots brother was like, "That is BS. That is the worst call I've ever seen."
That was horrible. I agree with him, though.
Targeting, blah, blah. But
Well,
like when
there's
you go
no
back
target
and
in the NFL.
well, the whole thing though with it is, I mean, he didn't look. Like, what else is the DB gonna do in that situation?
Not lead with your helmet and just absolutely
He didn't
murder
lead with
the
his
dude.
helmet, though.
He just
I didn't
absolutely
lead with
killed
his
him with
helmet.
his helmet. Killed him
No,
with
he
his
did
helmet.
not. No,
I feel
the
really bad for Patriots fans that weren't
That-
out on a referee play.
If that was
Bradley
Brody
No, if-
hit someone with his helmet more than that guy did. He didn't lead. He made contact. He didn't lead with his helmet though.
Yeah, it just happened that his helmet hit first and just happened to hit Brandon Cooks in the side of the dome too. But he didn't lead with it.
Did not
Listen,
happen,
Patriots
dude.
fans
I'm
get
sorry.
no room to complain. Oh no, you lost the Super Bowl. Shut up.
But yeah,
Shut up.
like
You guys,
it was a great game, but like that's the
Yeah, it
thing
was.
that I think brings the Colts to being an elite offense is getting that RPO going, and I mean I think they're pretty elite now. They haven't put it all together in the second half.
Bud.
They get too cute with it.
I think it's that time.
Picks?
I know you guys don't enjoy it, but I mean I thoroughly do as I dominate. Because I took over last
You're up
week.
by one.
Yep.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So after this week of I don't know, one,
Following
two,
all of my picks, except for 3.
12 out of 14. So a good 92%.
You
Pick
followed all of my picks except for 2.
Basically, I picked the right ones, and
I
then
picked first,
you followed,
and then
and
you
then you're
followed
like,
all mine. No, I picked first
except
almost all of those ones, and
I
you
had
followed
2
me.
more wins than you did.
I'm just saying, you followed me. If you were
All right,
going
well,
quick, you
I'm just
won
gonna
it.
say technically you're following me because I got 37, you got 36, and Mikey's out
Well, I
there at
picked
29.
first, so you're following
Being
me.
quiet, hoping that we don't bring up the fact that he's gonna have to do the forfeit at the end of the season.
I got 29.
Yeah.
Hey, we still got time.
Are we counting the playoffs in this stuff too?
Heck yeah. Still games.
Hey,
Oh,
the
okay.
Lions technically have a chance to make the playoffs too.
I'm
Yeah,
start
dude,
picking the Lions every week.
better watch out. Well, speaking of the Giants, good football game here. Or Lions. By the way, we all picked Minnesota to win
Yes, we
before
did.
the game.
Yep.
I've already greened that in as a win.
Things pretty set in stone.
Lions football, bad football. We got the New Orleans Saints versus the Jets in New York.
Oof.
You gonna take the man crush there, Zach? What are you gonna do? You got Zach Wilson BYU or all day Taysom Hill BYU? Which one? I
You're
mean,
talking to me?
yeah, you got to
No, I
pick
thought you
between
said
your
Mike for a second.
lover
No,
boys.
I hate BYU.
no, don't we all? No, I would say if I'm a betting man, I
But
have
you're
no
not.
idea on this game, dude. They're so bad. Like both teams are just so not great right now. But
And that is
I'm
not
gonna
the
go.
Saints' fault, to be
I'm gonna
fair.
go.
But
Huh?
yeah, I'm just gonna say the Saints aren't bad, but they are right now
Yeah.
because of
Uh,
injury. Can't do anything about it.
this is gonna be in New York. I don't really think that matters too much,
Hell no.
but I I think the Jets are playing better. The only issue is I think Kamara might be back, and that changes a lot. But I'm gonna stick with my guns and say the Jets.
Here's another quote from me. Go ahead, Michael.
I'm gonna roll with the Saints.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing and pick the Saints as well. I'm sorry, but Zach Wilson struggles as it is. And then you're going to give him a actual very good, competent defense. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Probably end up like,
So I looked this up. In 8 starts, BYU quarterbacks have thrown 14 interceptions.
and Zach Wilson has 14 of them.
No, Zach Wilson has
10
10
of
of
them.
them.
Yep, you see,
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Another
Taysom
4 from
Hill
Hill
has
last
thrown
week.
one in a non-start. But per start right now, I think
Hey,
Zach
wait.
Wilson's at one and a third, and Taysom Hill's at 4 per game. So
Another fun fact for you: 2 BYU
yeah,
quarterbacks that have started this year have both thrown 4 picks in a game.
yeah.
Hmm.
It,
Dang.
it's not
Who's
been
going to throw
great,
four
but
this week?
Who's
Jets
up?
are
Yeah.
right now.
My money's on
Uh,
Zach.
Since we're on the BYU topic, I know there's a lot of Nebraska fans that watch this. Tanner Magnum. That's all I have to say to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Enjoy your guys' consistent 4-8 seasons, and dream about the days of before you were born. Back to the NFL.
Wait, what
So
do you?
wait, real quick. I do have to say I've been watching Nebraska lately,
Oh, I feel
and
sorry for you.
they got 3 actual coaches to come in instead of
Yeah.
Scott Frost's bungalow of friends.
Yeah.
They got LSU's wide receiver coach and offensive coordinator essentially. They got Mark Whipple from Pittsburgh,
Yep.
who was
Yeah,
the
the OC, right?
QB coach. Yep. Huh?
He's the OC now, isn't he?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they got a special teams coordinator that was a really good defensive coordinator or DB coordinator for someone. But it's actually looking like they got competent coaches.
Damn,
And
dude. All right,
yeah,
4-8 this year, baby. Improvements.
Heck yeah.
hey, they might go 7-5, so we'll see.
Okay.
Nope.
But
I
yeah, back
remember
to the NFL.
Nebraska fans used to get pissed about going 7-5. Now they would just wish for it.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the NFL.
Yeah.
We're
No.
good.
Yeah, we're done with that crap.
Yeah, I just hope it triggers a couple of
All
them.
right, all right. Let's go to our second game. We're getting caught up here.
San Francisco at Cincinnati. I'll start this one. I'm gonna go with San Fran. I don't think that they'll lose. The Bengals can't handle competent running games very well. They can do it for only so long, and I think San Francisco, after a bad loss, will come back and probably win this one. And it should be known that Joe Burrow's finger, I think, is broken. His pinky. They don't have an indoor practice facility. They're playing at Cincinnati. It will be cold. I don't know. I'm gonna take Kyle Shanahan over Mickey Mouse, Zach Taylor.
So I'll jump in on this. I'm gonna also take the Niners. I think they're looking good.
Yep.
Their star running back Debo Samuel is a beast, and I think they'll take it. But one thing of note, I just want to say on this one is I was wondering who the leader in forced fumbles was because Kenny Moore, Darius Leonard have both
Darius
got a
Leonard,
lot.
I think.
No, he's down 2 to guess who. Someone on the Niners, you have to take a guess.
Warner?
No.
Armstead?
No,
Who?
it's a DB.
Who? Verrett?
Josh freaking Norman, dude. He has like
What?
6 or 8. Yeah, dude. He's leading the NFL in forced fumbles right now. Isn't that weird?
That is a stat you don't hear every day.
Yeah,
No.
Josh Norman. Like that does not make sense to me, but
Mikkel?
I'm going with the Niners. Bengals are flukes.
Which means you're going to come out and win this week, boys. So there we go.
So I'm going to change my pick to the Bengals right now.
All right, Mike.
you're gonna lose, so you got to take one for the team, man.
What? No.
There you go.
You lead us off with this one, Michael. Atlanta at Carolina.
Oh, man.
Have fun with that.
Jeez. Atlanta. Because they actually have an actual competent football team. And they actually have
That's saying a lot right there.
kind of. It's more competent than the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
At least Matt Ryan can at least maybe go like 21 for 35 for maybe like a couple hundred yards, and you got Cam Newton who's 1 for 10,000 and like negative 500 yards and 5 picks.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
I'm probably going to go with Atlanta. If Cordero Patterson plays, they have a good team.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I like Atlanta too.
Christian McCaffrey's out for the year now. I don't
Yep.
think it was brought up last week because they were on their bye. But he is out for the year.
No, I think we did mention that. I think we mentioned it.
Just mentioned it again.
Yep, that's fine.
Out for the year.
Yeah, he's out.
Again.
Yep. What a
Freaking
waste.
sucks.
What a waste.
Sucks to see.
Yeah, I know. It's awful.
Seattle at Houston. Gosh, this is an ugly lineup. So
I'll
far.
take Seattle. Houston has looked good, but they just looked awful. I don't know. They're done. I don't think Tyrod has anything left. I don't think Davis Mills has enough. They're not looking good.
Yeah, I'll take Russell Wilson. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think I got my swagger back. That's Russell Wilson right now. So, yeah, Seahawks.
Vegas at Kansas City.
At Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Big Kansas Cities.
Yeah, I think they'll take this one again. Could be a good game though, but I think I'm going Chiefs. Anyone else? Okay, let's just move on.
I want to take the Raiders.
I'm taking the Raiders.
Wow.
I'm taking the
I
Raiders.
wanna take the Raiders because
They
you
always
split.
play. What?
Yeah.
Go ahead. They always play good at Arrowhead. They always do.
They split divisional games.
Yes, they do
Like,
all
they're
the
playing
time.
So bad.
Yep.
Like history tells me pick the Raiders just because it should split, and then my eyes are telling me, dude, that team is not good right now.
No, they're not.
I'm gonna go with Kansas City because that's what I would prefer win. I would prefer Kansas City to win and knock the Raiders slowly out of the playoff hunt.
Nope, I'd rather have the Raiders win because I hate Kansas City so much.
I'll take this next one. We got Baltimore at Cleveland.
Oof.
Should be known, I've gone to 3 Browns games in my life. Every single one of them we have won. Last time being Week 17 against the Steelers, where we needed to win, so we can. In which they brought out their cupcake team so they could beat us in the playoffs. And then they got dog walked for the entire world to see. So I'm going to take Cleveland this time. I did take Baltimore.
You took Baltimore what?
I took Baltimore over the Browns when they played in Baltimore, but I think the Browns won this coming off of a bye. I think Lamar is having a very poor time right now.
Yeah, because he's trying to be a pocket passer.
Yeah.
I'm going the Browns.
Dylan, are you going to do it out of pride or are you going to pick the right team?
I want to take the Ravens right now, only because the Ravens are dumb luck team right now. I think they fix a little bit of what have been exposing them lately with the blitzes and stuff like that. And then at the end of the game, you have the best kicker. That game's gonna be close. I'm gonna roll with I'm forgetting his name right now. What's his name? The kicker.
Justin Tucker.
Justin Tucker. Yeah, I think Tucker's gonna boot one to win that game. So I'm going the Ravens. I think they'll piece it together, and I think the Browns have a lot of issues with their offensive line right now, and that's where they made their money. So I'm going Ravens.
Bro, are the Vikings really... Dude, Primetime Kirk is trying to let the Steelers come back into this. That's what's happening right now.
What's the score?
I think the Steelers just scored a touchdown.
Yeah, it's 23-7.
And Primetime Kirk, threw it into quadruple coverage right there. He tried to throw it into a zone that was closing down before he threw it.
29-7.
It's 29-7.
Third.
Oh, yeah, that game's done.
With 1:56 left.
I don't know. So you're going Baltimore, huh? That's sad.
Rat.
Suck it.
Another one that will probably be forced down everyone's throats in the primetime national television game. Dallas versus Washington.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah.
I actually would watch that one because I think that's going to be a good game. Dude, I just don't even know. I don't even know what the Redskins are doing right now.
Football team.
Wow. Okay, sorry. Football team. You need to go back and cut that out or something. I'm going to get...
You just gotta go put like the right over anytime.
Yeah, dude, it's a bad word right now. Sorry, the football team. They're having an interesting year. It's gonna be a good game, but I'm gonna go with Cowboys on this one, just based on record, honestly.
You were just talking about the football team this whole time. He's like, yeah, they're doing all right. Anyways, I'm going to go Cowboys.
No, I was saying that the football team has had a really weird year.
Oh.
They've looked okay, but, I just don't know how they're going to, hold back CeeDee Lamb. And I think what they're doing with Elliott and Pollard right now is actually pretty good. So
Tony Pollard does have an injury on his left foot.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Doesn't change much.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I don't know if he's out or...
I'll still take the Cowboys, though, even without Pollard.
Yeah, just so people know. Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys. Too many Boise State players on there for me not to. Let's go, Kellen Moore. Let's get a coaching job, baby. Head coach next year. What?
Kellen Moore to Oregon?
No, in the NFL. Don't go to college football.
I'm also going to go with the Cowgirls.
Washington wins then, guys. We got Jacksonville at Tennessee. I really wish I could say Jacksonville would win because I want Tennessee to just kind of slowly fall out of the playoff race.
I do too.
But I think they're still gonna make it. I think they'll win.
I don't have anyone on their roster anymore.
Hey, I think Julio's back this week, okay?
No, he's not.
They don't have anyone on their
before his
roster.
hamstring acts up again.
Julio is not Julio anymore. He needs to retire and just let it be.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. I'm gonna put my neck out on that one. Mainly because I'm hoping for them to win. But
Yeah, I feel that.
who knows? Trevor Lawrence come out party. Let's go.
Yeah, no time like the present week 14 to do it. So
Exactly.
throw a touchdown, please.
Who'd you just go with, Dylan? Sorry.
Jacksonville over Tennessee.
Okay. Well, I don't think Sunshine plays like Sunshine from the movie, so I'm going to go Tennessee.
Sunshine. Yeah, I'm also going to go Tennessee. They got a bye week
Yeah.
last week. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. New York Giants at the Chargers, LA Chargers. Skycam Glennon is playing. He's starting. I think that's official. So there's that. The Chargers might very well be without Keenan Allen, depending on what his vaccination status is. If he's vaccinated, he can be back Saturday. So we'll find out Saturday.
If he's LeBron James, he can come back tomorrow. So
I'm not going to get into that one, Dylan. Come on.
I'm going Chargers. Going Chargers.
Listen, our fact section is not started yet. We got to do that at a different time. Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers. Chargers, Mikey, Chargers.
They're playing better.
Yeah,
They just are better.
There's nothing with the Giants that
No.
makes me pick them.
yeah, that would be a real upset. I'm taking Chargers too.
Hey, this one will actually, like no joke, this will actually be a fun, good game. Detroit at Denver.
Well, that's
Jared Goff is sick with the flu, by the way.
Who with the
So
flu?
he is?
Who?
Not COVID, the flu.
Who's this?
If there is a difference. Jacksonville, or Detroit at Denver.
Yeah, but who did you just say had the flu?
Jared Goff.
Oh, G-Hoff? Dang it.
I'm
Broncos.
taking Broncos.
Yeah. Now that G-Hoff's out, you can't squeak it out for him.
Well, I'm not saying he's out.
Oh.
I'm saying he has the flu right now. He has had it. So he could still play.
I'm still going Broncos.
Just did what to Mahomes? The Broncos just did what to Mahomes?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm going Denver. I want to pick Detroit, but I doubt they get I'm sure they're still on a high right now from their Super Bowl win.
Detroit's going to look like the Houston Texans of last week.
Yeah. Another good one, Buffalo at Tampa.
Oof.
In Tampa, so it's warm weather.
Tampa. I'd put a lot of money on Tampa.
Yeah, I need the Bills to lose, so Tampa.
You know, it's awesome to see Tampa figuring it out towards the end of the year. Where have we seen this one before?
And Brady knows how to play the Bills.
What?
I said in New England the last 20 years.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang it, Tampa. I want to pick Buffalo, but they're just not.
They can't really defend the run, and their run game is, or Tampa's run game is actually, as we have seen in the past, pretty solid. If not just as good as the Patriots.
Bills aren't going to continue to have. And yeah, I would put a lot of money on Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just watching Patrick Peterson get his ankles absolutely broke and then give up on covering somebody. I don't understand that. And then we got Chicago at Green Bay. So Rodgers has an away game this week. He's away from his home in Chicago. Who's going to win this week? I'll pick my man crush, Aaron Rodgers.
Yep. I'd be surprised if it wasn't a 14-point game or
shocker,
more.
Dylan picking my picks to stay close. Got it.
What? Dude, you don't even make any sense with that.
Listen,
I'm done with it, man.
I picked Green Bay, so obviously you were good. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Michael?
I've said it once. I'm going to say it again. I will never bet against Aaron Rodgers, and I'm not going to start now. And also, I think Andy Dalton will probably start again, and that dude is buns. So
I thought they said that they're gonna start Justin Fields though, who is also booty cheeks.
Who's the starter then? You can't just keep switching it up. You're in week 14. You should have figured it out by now.
Yes, you can. You go 2 quarters, one quarterback, 2 quarters, the other one.
You do that in preseason.
Trial by combat, dude.
This is what preseason is for.
I think Fields.
Listen, that's the entire season for the Bears. It's preseason right now.
Yeah, for next year. They're having the tryout for next year right now.
I think Kellen Moore is going to do wonders with Justin Fields.
I think so as well. I think he does take over the Bears. If Jerry Jones isn't stingy and lets him go, I think he's got a very good chance.
They have to if it's going to be a promotion.
Yeah. Yeah, that team has the pieces to be good.
The Bears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, but I mean,
they don't have a bad offensive line. They have a decent one.
Yeah.
It's gotten better. It was really bad at the beginning of the year. It's gotten much better. They got a good running back.
They do.
They got a burner in Mooney.
Yes.
Allen Robinson.
Having an off year.
He's had an off year for 3 years now. He has the potential to be a good receiver again. Who knows?
Having an off career.
Protesting because they tagged him.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
He's gonna go to Buffalo next year, and he's gonna ball out with Josh Allen.
Don't speak that into existence.
I want it to happen. I would love to see
Let's
that.
go Allen Robinson to Buffalo then. Let's go. Anything to make the freaking Patriots not
Allen
be good.
to Allen.
True.
That was so funny.
Allen Rent
Shut
right
up.
there.
Shut up. No, I'm kidding.
Listen, the Patriots don't deserve happiness. You guys had 25 years of bliss, 30 years of bliss.
We're going to have it again, buddy.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not going to say that.
Then everyone will blame you for cursing it when it doesn't come true.
Well, I was totally kidding when I said that, so.
So you're going to suck? Don't believe in Mac?
That's not what I said. Everyone played well last week, but Mac. All he did was hand the ball off, so that's all I got to say.
Last game, Rams at Arizona.
Oof.
Do we get a repeat of Arizona mollywopping them, or do the Rams somehow actually play good against them?
Tough one.
I know, right? This is one where if you guys are gamblers, stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay away from that one for sure.
Yeah.
If you're trying to launder some money, wait till next week, or pick a different game.
I would say the Cardinals are the right team, right? But they're just so fresh off of an injury.
And their offense, I feel like their offense didn't even really play that well last week either.
And they still put up, what, like 30-plus points?
33. I think it was 33-22.
Jeez, dude. Yeah, I don't know.
I think the Rams are feeling a little off though too. Like Matthew.
Yeah, that's just it. Like it would be easy to pick the Rams, but they've been playing bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone can win this game.
I will go on the tougher pick just because I feel like when I go with what I feel like it might end up wrong, but I'm going to go with the Rams on this one. I think fourth week of Odell, Cooper Kupp, you got weapons out the butt there, and I think Aaron Donald's pretty pissed after the last game that they played against the Cardinals. He could end up being a real wrecker in the game. I'm going to go with the Rams.
Better watch out. He might be choking some people again.
Yeah. Kyler Murray to the ground.
Mikey?
You go ahead real quick. I'm still kind of thinking.
I'll pick the Cardinals, I guess.
That's fair. I would, but...
I'll pick the opposite of what Dylan did just for fun, I guess.
There we go. Make it interesting.
Yeah, why not? Who knows? That's a crap fest. That'll be a fun one. And I'm glad that it's a Sunday night one, so I can actually watch that one. Get out of the stadium and get back to the Airbnb, yeah, and watch the game. All right, Mikhail.
God, it's so tough. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. That's the first team on top of my head. So
All
go
right.
with the Cardinals. I mean, they didn't really play that.
So tight.
Yeah, it'll be a fun game to watch. So see what happens.
3 more weeks after this, boys. 3 more. Oh, no, 4 more weeks. Look at that. 18th week of football. That's nice to see.
Yep.
Dude, the Vikings really are about to lose this game.
That's what you get for counting it green already, Gage.
Don't put that on me.
Bad juju.
Justin Jefferson has dropped now 3 passes. So
we got any more games left? Was that Monday night?
that's it. Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
Monday night?
that's Monday night. That's right.
Oh,
I'm an idiot.
is Tampa and the Bills Sunday night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, 2 heavy hitters
No,
on that
Green
night.
Bay. No, Green Bay,
Oh.
Chicago. It should. They're.
Bruh.
Yeah, I know, right?
The frustrating thing is that the Colts and Patriots play on
Saturday.
the day that my work party is going to be on, so I can't even watch the game.
Ditch that.
I get some stuff for going, so I can't not go.
What's more important than watching your team get beat by the Patriots again? Oh, money.
Some fan you are.
Hey,
Well, boys, it's been fun.
It's been
I
real.
got to go pack and try to get some sort of sleep tonight.